Inasmuch as ye do it unto the least of these, you do it also unto me. One of my favorite Bible verses that really talks about what the role is that we are called to play, and that is to help those who are politically, socially, economically, and culturally disenfranchised. I am so sorry that I couldn't be with you today for what is, I think, a historic moment in the history of this wonderful church, St. John's. I salute my dear brother and friend, Dr. Gregory A.SCOTT, for having the vision to undertake this Herculean ecclesia, to do what we can for those in our community who, through no fault of their own, fall on difficult and challenging times. I've talked to Dr. Scott any number of times about this work that he wanted to undertake and how significant it is for somebody to do the work of keeping the world safe for the legacy of Dr. King. We so often forget that King's life and legacy were not about being a great orator, not about giving good speeches, not about winning prizes, even with the name Nobel in front of it. King's life was really about making sure that each and every American had access to everything that life has to offer. And for whatever reason, we can't even get politicians these days to even utter the word poverty. We can talk about Wall Street, we can talk about the middle class, but nobody wants to even utter the word poverty. If we won't even talk about it, if our language won't allow us to say the word poverty, if our language allows us to with ease talk about the working poor, what is that? The working poor. If you work, you ought not to be poor. We talk about a jobless recovery. How can any economy recover if there is a jobless component to it? But the language around poverty in this country is so wrong. We won't even have an honest conversation about it. So if you can't talk about it, then you really can't be about it. Put another way, there are too many folk talking about it, but they ain't being about it. And that's why I salute Dr. Scott, and that's why I salute St. John's, and that's why I'm so happy about this project that you're undertaking to do something for these poor people. So this offering that you're taking up today, you're going to take today's offering and give it to poor families. And this is a process you're going to start doing on a regular basis. See, that's unheard of in the black church. That's what the role of the black church ought to be. But we are so caught up in building these mega churches out in the vanilla suburbs. You walk in some churches, these mega churches, you see 3 or 4 ATMs before you even see a cross. That's what's wrong with the church these days. But you all understand that we got to make the world safe for the legacy of Dr. King, and that means putting a renewed emphasis and focus on the poor. And for that, I salute you. Thank you for what you're doing, and trust me, the next time you do it, I hope to be in service to participate with you, but my apologies for not being there today. But Dr. Scott, I love you. St. John's, I love you, and there ain't nothing y'all can do about it. God bless you.